is,
Isn't it equals and not equals to? Right?
and the zeros, so the third one.
Yes. Yes.
All right. A residual is the difference between, depends on, isn't it the third one? The difference between observed Y value and predicted Y value.
Yes.
Yeah, observed and the given. Yep.
So the third one.
Mm-hmm.
5. A plot of residual supports using linear regression when.
A plot of residuals. I'm going to look that up really quick.
Yeah.
Okay, the residual for an observation is defined as the difference between the observed value y, we just said that, and the predicted value, but
It predicts the linear relationship between X and Y. Is that on there?
residual plot, yeah.
Oh, okay. No, there's that little.
Scatter plot. Yeah, I just saw that too, Beth. It's a scatter plot where the x-axis shows the independent variable x and the y-axis presents the residuals for each value of x. Is that on there?
No. Are you looking at that little box where it has everything on lesson 23? It says, it gives us the requirement summary. I bet it's there. Let me look that up.
Okay, I'm there.
So,
no pattern in the residuals, no omega shape. See, there's only two that say residual plot. Constant variance, no megaphone shape in the residuals.
So back to the quiz.
That's weird.
The residuals look normal, or you see a pattern in the residuals?
The megaphone. It said the megaphone shape in the residuals.
Where did you?
In the box, look at number 3 where it says residual. So it says constant variance, residual plot, no megaphone shape in the residuals.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So wait, so that's not right because this says you see a megaphone shape.
Yeah, so that's wrong.
To be close together. Curvature, if the residual plot shows curvature, suggests that the data is not linear.
See, I don't think it's on that because I think it's more wording. So this one says
no pattern in the residual.
Yeah, I think it's known because it says the residual plot shows random scatter.
Residual plot is a scatter plot where x-axis shows. Yeah. Because look at the plot right under 3.3.
Yeah.
It's totally scattered.
Yeah, it says in there.
It says there is no obvious pattern. If a linear regression is appropriate, the residual plot will show no patterns and will consist of random scatter. If there is a pattern in the residuals, it suggests that the linear regression is not appropriate. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, look at our answers. Like for question 5, it all talks about them.
A plot of residuals supports using linear regression when,
So 3.3, how do you comprehend?
Oh, here we go. Okay, so if linear regression is appropriate, then the residual plot will show no patterns and will consist of random scatter. If there's a pattern in the residuals, it suggests that the linear regression. Okay, nope.
I read that too before, but yeah.
Sorry, I'm just looking for anything, and I don't. Outliers.
Okay, now look at the QQ plot of residuals under 3.4.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the points are in a close line, we can say that they are normally distributed. So A, because that's a linear, right?
Yeah, okay. I could go with that. That sounds fine.
So it says.
And then underneath it, it says they show a straight line. We don't have any evidence of non-normality, so we conclude that the residuals are normally distributed. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Woo!
All right, math efficacy.
PSS. Is it self-efficiency?
Math self-sufficiency.
Use the confidence variable as the.
Oh, are you already
It's-
doing it? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I was just reading it.
Oh, yeah, it's like,
I'm
slow
like,
down,
mine's
slow down.
opening. Mine's opening.
Okay, I have mine open.
Okay,
I'm gonna look for the SPSS instructions.
okay.
Yes,
Okay,
there's
so
two of them in the notes.
They're under 3.3.
Do we need to make a residual plot, Beth?
Yes, compute the residuals for the data using software.
Okay.
So I'll read that one. to you
Okay,
guys.
wait. Mine's still thinking. There we go.
Mine's going really, Beth, did yours pop up?
Yeah, mine finally did. Let's see if it'll let me make a graph dump.
Okay. All right, so does someone have the directions in front of them?
Yes, I do.
You want to read them out loud?
Okay, well, okay. So we have to do the residual, the regression thing first.
The scatter
So-
plot. I thought we need to.
It says that we have to do the residuals in SPF first in order to do the scatter plot.
Okay, but you see those instructions because I see them on 23. So can you read
Yeah.
it to us?
Yep, so you go to analyze and then regression
Uh-huh.
and then linear.
Linear. Uh-huh.
And then it says move the dependent or the response variable to the dependent box.
Okay,
So
so the
the-
dependent would be gender, right? And the response would be the score.
They say, did you read in it kind of gave a good example in the text about how to know the difference. Did you guys?
Oh, right,
see that?
gender is wrong.
Let me see.
Okay, where does it tell a good thing? Because
It was,
I
yeah,
think gender is independent according to that.
it gave a, let me find, it's at the very beginning of our text. It says, or in the SPSS. So it says, the dependent variable is also known as the
wait, where are you
response.
at? Under what number?
3.2
Okay.
says, it says that it is the thing you're trying to predict often is the more difficult / expensive variable to measure. So
So the confidence rating, that's what we're looking for, right?
So dependent is the difficult to measure.
and it's the thing you're trying to predict. So if we already have the fact about something else, then it's independent, right?
That's good.
I thought
Thank
that
you
was
so
helpful.
much.
Mhm.
Okay, so the score is the hard to predict, so that's dependent, and the gender is the independent. No, the gender is not the independent. So what are the instructions again? Okay, move it to the dependent box. The predictor to the independent box. So the predictor is the confidence rating.
I thought the
Or
confidence rating would be
confidence
the
rating.
dependent.
The dependent.
Because it
yes.
depends on, yeah.
And then the independent would be the score.
Because the confidence rating mean
Yeah.
is dependent on what the scores are, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, and then it says go to save. Unstandardized residuals, right?
Yeah.
And then
And that's
continue.
the only box. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Continue, and then okay. Woohoo! I love boxes.
First step. Okay.
Okay.
My husband
Compute the
found my
residuals.
headphones, so I'm gonna plug him in. He just went to pick up my son. So
It says, what statement best describes the residuals? The residuals are between about -40 and 25. Is that true? No.
Are you reading something or where are you at?
The question
Okay. I'm not looking
said
at
the residuals are between -40 and 25, and that's not true at all. So that doesn't best describe it. Then it says they form a linear pattern. We haven't done that yet, so we need to do a graph.
yep. So go to graphs
just a minute.
and then legacy dialogues. And then the scatter dot plot.
I thought it said make a linear plot. The question said linear.
don't know. I was just going off of the notes.
Right, but because under the lesson 23, first it said do a scatter plot, and then it said do the linear one, so it's down below it. Just because in question 6 it said the residuals form a linear pattern, but that's a QQ plot, not the scatter plot. So we need to do a QQ.
Okay.
Because it gives us some weirdo, like that doesn't, I mean, do we need to do that one too? I'll do both of them.
I think they fulfill different requirements.
So let's do both.
I think, but
Okay, so graph, legacy dialogue, scatter, normal or simple scatter, define. Y-axis, okay, this is my problem. Y-axis is what?
Your score.
okay. I'm gonna go fix the TV. Give me a
So
sec.
Y-axis is independent, right?
Independent. Sure.
We decided that though, right? I mean, that
Yeah.
really helped because once we did the other thing.
Yeah.
And then the X-axis is dependent.
Yeah.
And that's the confidence rating
Yes.
for the X-axis. And then, okay.
So did you do the scatter one?
I
Or where
got a
what-
scatter
or-
plot.
Okay.
I only have a scatter plot and it doesn't really show me anything. I don't like that with this thing. So I want to do the other one. So QQ, so we go to graphs, legacy dialogues. No,
Yeah, I think
no,
so.
no, no.
Isn't it?
Tell me where.
Oh, it's not. And in the notes, it just says make a QQ plot. It didn't give
Uh-huh.
directions.
I saw that too, and that's because we're just
But
supposed.
didn't we learn that last week?
Yeah, go to descriptive, analyze descriptive statistics, and then QQ plot. And the variables are just the same two thing. It doesn't matter what order.
And so it does. Oh, yeah.
But see how that scatter plot doesn't really give us good information? It's just,
It just tells us that it's positive.
Well, if it's all over the place, the notes did say like how it looks. Is that the one where it's how it looks visually? Hold on. There's one that says they say just look at it visually and see what you get.
yeah, and it's supposed to be random, and it was. So,
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So here's the QQ plot, and that looks pretty good.
Yeah, I've got it too.
Yeah.
Keep
Okay,
looking into this.
So the residuals form a linear pattern, I think is the best answer.
I do too, because they're not negative, and I don't know
And they're
how
not
I-
between,
Yeah.
and they look like they're between 30 and 110.
Yeah.
So it's not that other one.
All right. So based on the QQ plot for these residuals, what can you say about these residuals? They are fairly normal, right? Hi, baby. Did you have fun? You brought home some cookies. Yum. Thanks, bud. Hey, I love you.
Yeah, 'cause they follow the line pretty good.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
fairly
they're
normal.
fairly normal because
Yeah.
She's
they're not clearly not normal. And right skewed means the tail's to the right, and this is going up, so that's not it either. So yeah.
So yeah, normal.
Okay.
Okay, so
now
use
yeah, which we already did. Woohoo!
Awesome.
Given the scatter plot, residuals, and QQ plot, which of the 5 assumptions about linear regression are satisfied by this data? Okay, so now we need to go back to our little chart of 5 things. Yeah, the box. We love the box. I think that box needs to be on our notes for the exam.
I know. I wrote it all on
Summary.
paper and then
You
scrolled
did?
down and saw that. And I was like, what? It's like already all done.
I could have copied and pasted it.
If I would have known. Whatever.
Okay, so on the scatter plot, does it look hot dog?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. On the residual plot, no pattern with the residuals, so that doesn't matter. Okay, so normal error term, the QQ plot of the residuals, points on the QQ plot are close to the line. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, constant variance residual plot, no megaphone shape in the residuals. I don't see a megaphone shape, do you guys?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, x's are known constants, cannot be checked directly. X's should be measured accurately and precisely. Well, that's scary. How do you do that?
What does that mean?
X's should be measured accurately and precisely. Well, I'm going to trust that SPSS was really accurate at their measurement. So
That's true. Okay, yeah.
observations are independent, can't be checked directly. Knowing the value of the one Y tells you nothing about the other points. Okay, so good job. Yep.
All of them.
So
right.
all of them are checked?
Well, no, I was reading the box, but now we need to look
It's
at
like,
this.
what? Okay.
So we measured them without error. Yes.
Yeah. Observations. I think all of them are checked, right?
Wait, the residuals are normally
Distributed.
distributed, but look under residual plot in the box. It says no pattern with the residuals. Residual plot, no mega.
Oh, under number one. But we also have a hot dog shape.
But the
Oh, wait,
hot
that's for the
shape
scatter plot.
is
Scatter
on the scatter plot, and that's the linear relationship.
Okay. So,
So we need to have no pattern in the residual.
Right.
okay, uncheck that one.
The observations are independent. Yes, we need to check that one. The residuals are normally distributed. No, we don't need to check that one. The variance of error term is constant for all the values of X. I don't get that. The error term, does that say that on our plot, on our graph somewhere? What are they talking about, the error term?
Oh, that's the second requirement.
Normal error term, Q.
Wait. Kids were talking and you guys will start talking.
Hold on, that's me. I'm gonna mute Mama, pull my elbow. You hurt your elbow. I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
Brittany, do you understand that?
I just know that that's the second requirement. When you go up to the top, that's all I know. Is it just says the error term is normally distributed.
I
And
just
the
wish I
term
could find, like, on the plot, on the graph, in case I have to see if that is true or not sometime.
How?
You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Oh, the QQ plot of the residuals, the points are close to the line. So that's all. It's just using some fancy term for QQ plot. Points are close to the line.
And it is.
Yes, it's constant.
Okay, so did we mark?
Wait, we need to check the first one. That's the last one we need to check. There is a linear relationship between X and Y.
And that's the first requirement. So that's with the first box.
Yeah. So I think that's a yes because it makes the hot dog shape.
Hot dog shape.
Okay.
So it's
So we
all
marked
of them
all of
except
them?
for the middle one.
Except for the middle one. Yeah. The residuals are normally distributed.
So it is, so we the residuals are normally distributed, not put on.
I couldn't quite hear, but we just didn't mark the middle one.
Okay, thanks. That's what I was checking.
This is annoying. There's 18 questions. Okay.
Is there really? Hopefully
Yeah.
it's a lot of the boxes now.
Number 9, what is B1 estimate for the slope? So now we go back to our little things. And B1 is under, we're looking at residual statistics. Okay, I gotta look back at lesson 23 to remember.
The coefficients has that note, that B on there, but I don't, isn't it the, I don't know.
Yes. But I want it to tell me for sure which one the B1 is.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sorry guys, my microphone is going to be muted because my son is not happy.
That's fine. Okay, so the B1 is the one that's next to the X, but which we learned last time. I wish this just came more naturally to me.
Yeah, I feel like we just did this, but
It's under B, it's just like it's not your constant value. Your B1 it's the one under the constant.
0.042.
So it should be, I don't know.
Are you guys looking under which box? Your residual statistics box?
The your coefficients box?
Is that 0.042 then, right?
Yes, it should be.
Where in the crap is my coefficient box?
It's
It
like
is
your
under the ANOVA.
One,
Okay.
two. Yeah, so your fourth
So-
box.
Wait, what? So what's the B? Is the T?
So your B0 score is your constant. Your B1 is right under the constant, but it's still in the B box.
They asked for B1.
Yeah, so it's the 0.042.
So BO is the constant?
And B1 is the B score. It's the one right under the constant. According to our notes is what it looks
I'm
like.
like, who told you that?
The coefficients. It's on the coefficients boxes in your notes.
I know, I'm
So
just
it's
kidding.
following.
I remember that from last week, but I wish that I remembered it. Like I recall that we did that, but anyway.
Yeah.
Now that
there
we've
you go.
talked about it, you remember it?
So 0.042.
Yes.
Okay. And then now construct a 95% confidence interval for the B1.
Okay, sorry, muting my thing again.
Do we already have that up? Was
That's what I was
already
going to
up?
say. Didn't we already do that?
I think it is. Let's see.
No.
No,
we
we
have to
need
do that
to run what type of a
descriptive
test it is. Yeah.
So the type of test this is the bivariate data. So we go to analyze descriptive statistics. No. Explore. No.
Compare means?
Compare means. No,
Wait.
there's no bivariate.
I don't see it on there.
Okay, what is this? This is from last week.
Correlate.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
She's
Sorry, I
totally-
keep talking and saying things and I forget that I keep muting my microphone. So. And then your score and your confidence they get moved over.
So the variables are the score and the confidence rating.
Uh-huh.
And then
And then-
options.
Options, means, and standard deviation? Or no?
Oh, I thought you were telling me, huh?
No. I'm guessing if we need to do options. I can't remember. Silent Beth?
Beth? Maybe
Yes,
we
what?
Yes, I marked means and standard deviations.
Okay.
don't- And then just okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That gives us.
No, it didn't
I
give me a
haven't-
lower and an upper bound. Though.
Uh-uh.
It's giving me a black circle with a line through it. Hold on. Okay, let's do that again.
It's giving me the mean and the standard deviation we asked for, but it's giving some sig field and confidence rating mean, but it's not giving me a high and a low.
I'll try it without that on it. I was thinking we had to do something. Okay, continue.
Ouch.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Nope. I did it without it, and it didn't give me anything different,
So I'm missing something. Okay.
which usually means I need to look in the notes
What?
on how to find the confidence interval. There it is. It's under number 3.5.
On this lesson. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Three 3.5. Here, Chase.
Well,
can
just in the notes, it says 3.5. Oh, that's requirement. I'm sorry, under 5.0, excuse me.
I'm doing homework. Shut the door.
See, under 5, it says confidence intervals, and here's the SPS instructions. Okay, analyze regression linear. Didn't we already do that? Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. Analyze regression linear, which we've done, but then it says, if you want to request confidence intervals on the slope y-intercept, you need to click on statistics now and check the box for confidence intervals. So that's the only thing we didn't do. Those statistics.
Where?
Okay,
I
so
don't
did you
have a
go what I said?
statistics.
Did you go
Yeah.
under linear regression?
Oh.
So your analyze and then regression, and then linear. And then when you're in there, just one little box at the top says statistics. You see it?
No.
Oh, the like statistics, and then it says plot save.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
So
and what do
when
we
you're
click?
in the linear regression box, just on the right-hand side, you know, when there's options of how you can tell them what you want. Okay,
In
Beth,
one of my plots, in my
Let's start
plot
with-
box,
yeah,
I went to
plot.
analyze.
Right above plots, it says statistics.
Plot.
It doesn't
Okay,
say
no,
you're
so-
in the right box.
Okay, so I went to analyze. And then I go where?
Okay. So analyze and then regression.
Oh, okay, regression. And then I go to linear.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then when that box pulls up, then at the top you'll see statistics.
Statistics. Yeah, okay, now I see that one.
Okay.
Confidence intervals.
So now we have our upper bound and our lower bound.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
I never know if we're supposed to use the constant or the score.
For B0, it's constant. B1 is slope. Right?
I can,
So dependent should be your confidence.
okay, it said B1. You're right. So we're doing score. Beth, can you mute again? I'm sorry. So we're doing score B1 lower bound. So we have 0.035. Is that right?
Hmm.
You reading that the same?
I'm glancing on that screen. Give me just a second.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not.
Coming up. Okay, so yeah, 0.035.
Yeah. Because
And
they
then-
told us B1 right above there.
And yep, and then
Up.
if it wants upper, it's 0.48.
Uh-huh. Based on the evidence of using 0.05. Ooh, look how close they are. It's low. We need to reject the null. Reject the null test, hypothesis test, because the p-value is less than A. So it's C.
The third one.
Yeah. And then 13, for hypothesis B1 slope, if you reject the null hypothesis, what does that mean? It means there is sufficient evidence to conclude that the slope of the regression line is, well, what was the alternative hypothesis they gave us?
So we need that it's either is 0 or is not 0. Those are our two differences.
Right, but so I just want to know what our null hypothesis was.
What we were originally saying.
Yeah. Beth, jump in if you know the answer to this. Because we just
Not 0. Not
the
0.
null.
Not
Why do
0.
you say that? Where did you find that?
Because at the top, our
Oh,
it says
yeah.
our regular is going to be is equal to 0, and our null hypothesis is going to be not equals to 0.
Where does it say that?
In the notes.
If you look at, it's at the, I'll find it.
So if you go up to the top two, it says the true linear regression.
Under 2?
Question 3 on our quiz even. Got that
Oh.
out of the notes.
Okay.
And so then it's not equal to 0 is
Oh,
our,
there we go.
I think. So it should be C.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, now we're on crocodile.
Oh, all over again.
Seems like we've done this crocodile one quite a few times. Okay, so make me decide what the dependent variable is, okay? Because I'm so bad at this. So the dependent is going to be difficult to measure, and it's going to be what we're trying to predict. Okay, but it says use this data for the next 5 problems. Head length was used to predict body length. So body length is what we're trying to predict, and so body length is 14 is the dependent, right?
Dependent.
You've never seen anybody get so excited about something so stupid. Okay, now construct a confidence interval. Okay, we got to do stuff before we do that. Right?
I just am clicking 14, so let me look at 15.
Why did that not come up? Open.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Determine margin of error for this.
So what are you doing first?
That's a great question. Beth?
Okay. Sorry, I'm
We
just
do
in
the
this
SPSS crap.
Yeah, hold on.
Analyze, correlate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bivariate. And the variables are
Both of them. Yeah.
and options. We don't need to do that.
Elias is coming over just a minute with me.
Okay. So now,
Okay. And then do we
what do they
need
want? They want the upper bound and lower bound. Okay, so now we need to go to analyze.
analyze, regression, linear, statistic?
And then our dependent, we just decided, was the body length.
Yes. Sorry.
Independent is the head length. And then we need to hit statistics and click confidence intervals and continue. You agree with me?
Yes.
Is there anything else we need to say? Okay,
No. Where's our margin of error?
we just did it.
I know. I'm just trying to remember which box it is.
The B1, and so the B1 is the score.
Sorry, I'm gonna mute again.
So the B1, oh, it was the score last time, but this time it's the bottom one. So the lower bound is, oh, wait, they're asking the margin, determine margin of error for this confidence interval. Oh, I love margin of error. We figured that out for the last exam really, really well. I have something that says margin of error is always blah, blah, blah. For any confidence level, you subtract the lower bound from the upper bound and divide by 2. Woohoo! I love finding helpful things. Okay, so lower bound from upper bound divided by 2. So our lower bound is, well, our upper bound first. So 8.103 minus 7.218 divided by 2. You guys agree?
Someone stopped by, so I didn't even get I don't have that up, so I'm gonna trust you.
Okay.
Sorry.
We did the margin of error is just always the upper bound minus the lower bound divided by 2.
Yes, I got that part. So I just didn't get the box up, so
Oh, okay.
we'll just go off your box.
8.103 minus 7.218 divided by 2. 0.4425. So if we have to round up, 0.443.
Okay.
Does it say anywhere to round? Because it doesn't say it right there in the margin of error.
But at the very top,
Does it say to the first?
I'm going.
Hold on, Alex.
Baby.
She has a wet diaper and she hates having a wet diaper.
It said round to 3 at the very end.
Yeah, so it's the
All right.
0.443.
Yeah. And then the lower bound we just said was the 7.218. And the upper bound is 8.103. And our last question, based on your lower bound and your upper bound, what can you say about B1? We are 95% confident that the confidence inner will contain the true value of B1. I agree. I like A.
Me too.
Do you guys want me to submit?
Go for it.
Uh-oh, 13 out of 18.
Oh,
The last 6, we got those all right.
that's
But
good.
we did not get some of those other ones right. Okay. 6 is wrong. 8 is wrong. 9 is wrong. 10 is wrong. 11 is wrong. So we did something wrong with our data. And then 13 is wrong.
That's 13. All right, babe, bring her to me.
13 is wrong.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's because there's sufficient evidence to conclude.
What did we put? Did we accidentally push
I
insufficient?
put C. I didn't.
Me
I
too.
put
but
C.
We knew it was sufficient.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but C
D.
says there's
That's right.
insufficient.
We
so-
had said sufficient, and then I heard somebody say C, and so then I marked C, even though we knew that it was.
Sufficient. Okay, well that was an easy fix. So that was 13.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so 6 and 8.
6, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 8, 9, 10, 11 are bad. But let's look
8 was all those boxes. I wonder if we're supposed to do all of them.
I know. So on number 6, the residuals are between about -40 and 25.
I don't understand what that is even saying.
So the residuals are. So let's look at that scatter plot because that has all the residuals. So that first scatter plot that we did.
I think I exited mine out stupidly.
Oh. Okay, all these scatter plots are not negative. They're between 1 and 6 on the bottom, and the high ones are between 40 and 100.
So did we do the scatter plot wrong?
Oh, you know what? No. They're really not all negative. I mean, do you guys think they're all negative? Oh. So look under residual statistics box. Do you want me to share my screen? Do you guys not have it?
Yeah, would you?
Yeah. If I can find where our faces are somewhere, because I haven't been looking at our faces.
I
Okay.
haven't either.
That's why I didn't even know you left. When you said that, oh, somebody came to the door, I'm like, didn't know you were gone.
Good. Jeez.
Okay. So see this little residual statistics box?
Okay.
There's that says residual. That's negative on the minimums, but on the maximums, it's not.
So they're not all negative.
Okay. And then the other thing said they're all between -40 and then something else. But when I look at the graph, look, 40, 100, 1.
Wait, go back to your plot. Go back to what you were just showing us with how they're not all negative though.
Residual statistics.
So they are all between -40 and 25, right? On that.
Oh, yeah, true.
So let's try that one.
Good point.
Because we have, and you're looking at the -2 one, right? The negative
Yeah.
two, the first box. Okay.
So for 6, we're going for,
I'll put A.
A. And then 8, should we just put all of them? Because they have to be normally distributed as one of the requirements.
no, because read the box. It says they're not normally distributed. Okay, go to our little magic box under requirements.
Yeah.
No pattern. Oh, no pattern.
I think one of the requirements has to be, if
Yeah.
you look at number,
It just said no pattern, and I was thinking that meant not normally distributed. Excuse me.
so let's click it.
Okay,
On
so we're doing all of them. So now we did something wrong with 8,
9, 10,
I mean, excuse me, with 9, 10, and 11. So we are wrong on what we're reading for the slope, it seems like. Because let's look on, go ahead.
Wasn't the slope like an equation? It was something minus something. That's not helpful. I think the slope is like an equation. But I could be wrong.
Oh, the slope is just when, remember, it's like just that one thing. It's the thing next to the x. It is the B1 or whatever. Remember from last time?
But that's what we just put, isn't it?
No, we put
No,
the
we put it-
B1 value.
Remember that was from last
Not
time.
the constant. So is the constant the value? Not the one below
I
it?
have to look back on 22, and I don't know your fancy language of that constant crap that you're saying.
You're pulling an
Bye.
Emmy on us.
Totally.
Ugh, don't say that.
Those vocabulary terms.
And you expect me to be right, and I'm usually not. So don't say.
Okay, so it told us that something was the slope. And it's really easy. It's just like the x or the thing next to the x or something, and I'm sounding so stupid. The slope in our, there it is. The slope in our regression equation is B1. It just is B1.
Okay. What is then if you go, you want to go back to the boxes then?
For which question, I'm sorry?
Because if it slopes, if it's B1, then we have to look at it like our
Oh, these
output
boxes,
box.
excuse me, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so B1, but we put that as the score,
Yeah. That's,
but wait, don't they give it to us right here? B1? Huh.
yeah, so I thought that's what we did is B1 was the score we thought.
Uh-huh, so it must be, so now we have to find out where you find that. In here, it says the slope in our regression is that, we really did it right. It's not the
So
constant
maybe,
head length.
did
Not
we
the
do
constant.
the,
We really did that right, so we must have done something wrong. Or we're looking at the wrong box, because I'm looking in coefficients. That's where you're supposed to look though, right? Yeah, because look at here. That's where you're supposed to look, is under coefficients.
B1?
It's under there, and it says right here, the slope in our regression is B1, which equals 7.660, which is that. Did I type it in wrong?
Then we must have done the quiz, like.
Let me
the
see.
did you type again?
What's the answer?
0.042.
That's what I put. I got it wrong.
I'm going to redo this with doing the 95% confidence thing. Hold on.
Okay, let's see what the next thing is. And the upper and our lower
It says
bound.
0.042 again.
Our upper and lower bound were wrong too.
And
So
that's, yeah.
we did something wrong on our plot, because those are really the answers that we're getting right there.
And we're looking
Yeah.
at the right spot. We just have the wrong, we did something wrong with the box.
Yep. So I'm gonna exit this out and not save it. I want to start over on that,
Yeah.
but with this data. Okay, so walk me through it. The first thing we have to do is analyze, correlate, bivariate, right?
Yeah.
And the score and the confidence rating are there. And the options, we don't need them. That's already what we did. And then, what do we do next?
You want the residual values, click save.
Oh wait, now what do we do next? What's the next thing they tell us to do?
Look. Because this is from this week's SPSS, right?
Uh-huh.
So it says,
Analyze regression linear. I just did that.
so you did that one. The other one is graphs.
Wait, right
Oh,
there.
that's
I didn't
good.
do that. It says if you want to save the residual values. Did I do that?
It doesn't change. I just did that.
Oh. And you marked the box for unstandardized residuals?
Yeah, and then I clicked continue. I clicked OK. Hold on, but then it says notice that this process is very similar to the process used to analyze blah, blah, blah. When these commands are executed, the residuals are now saved in a new column in your SPS data
I have that.
file labeled residual 1.
Oh wait, I don't have a residual 1 column.
It didn't pop up in your thing.
Do you in your data? I have pre 1, 2, 3.
I have residual, hold on just a second, I gotta make my box bigger, it's not. I have residual 1, residual 2, and residual 3.
Mine say pre 1, pre 2, pre 3. Is that what it is?
Yeah. No, mine says residual 1, residual 2, residual 3, and residual 4. Excuse you. Jared, can you come get her for me, honey? Thank you.
Beth, what does yours say? Or you don't have that box anymore?
No, it says the exact same thing.
Sorry.
Hold on.
I meant Brittany. Brittany, you don't have?
No, I got rid of mine.
Hey, Beth, click on mine. And does yours look like mine or not?
Like number wise.
Your data view.
Comments by data view. Now mine all switched to comments. No, mine all switched to residual 1, residual 2, residual 3, and residual 4.
Okay, so what
I don't
did I
have
do?
proof.
How'd you get that?
I went to the, I did the analyze, hold on. I did
By variant?
analyze, nope, I just did analyze regression linear.
Dependent confidence rating mean? Independent score?
Yeah.
And then statistics, confidence intervals. I did that same thing.
Are we wrong on our dependent and independent?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Let me read the question on the quiz again.
Because we put the body as it.
Yeah, so this is for the math one.
Oh, I'm.
Okay, and we are on, okay, so that one. Use the confidence variable as the exponent and the score as the response variable.
Hello. Okay. Uh-huh.
I still would have, hold on, let me,
What'd you put as independent? The score?
yeah, because that's the response variable. All right, hold on. All right. So the response variable, the response variable is the that we ask a question about. Okay, so explanatory, what the heck? Can you guys hear that? That music?
No.
What the heck?
Are you
I
hearing?
haven't, yeah, I have an ad that popped up, but I could hear it and I could hear you guys, so I didn't know if you guys were hearing.
No. Because
Well,
that's gotta
maybe-
be what we're doing
Yeah,
wrong.
I'll try switching them and seeing how it works. Because Jen, you've got to go in like 5 minutes.
She's not here. Are you not looking
Oh.
at the screen?
No, I'm not. Did she leave already?
No, she put it down. I think she's on her phone.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try switching those then.
Okay, thanks. Bye. Sorry, guys. What's going on? What did you guys switch? Which one was the?
The dependent and the independent.
Okay.
It's gotta be what our problem is.
Yeah.
All right. So it says that the slope is 12.695. Let's try it.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably have to have a tutor session with my husband over these because it's one of those things that I was like, I think I get, and then I do this and I don't get it apparently. Okay, then your lower bound is going to be 10.674. Your upper bound is going to be 14.715.
Okay.
You're gonna submit?
Is that the last one? Was 11?
Well, and then we did 13. We fixed that one.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that. All right, we missed one. So,
Let me guess. It's the one where we put number 8.
yep. Yep, number 8.
Is that with all the boxes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang it. Okay, so it's 10.674 was number 10, and 11 was 14.715. Is that right?
Yeah. 715. Yeah.
And then 9 was 12.695.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so we just need to figure out 8, and we know what. Okay.
All right, then you gotta go.
Actually, he just called me. He's gonna pick me up here
Oh, sweet.
instead. I don't have to meet him. Thank you.
She said, "Don't be late." It's like the one thing that I love. We didn't get to be there when my brother just left. My brother-in-law just left, and so Jared's like, "Can we please go for when he gets home?" I'm like, "Yes, we will go for when he gets home." Okay, so we got to figure out 8. Okay, use the software to create a scatter plot of the data, give us scatter plot, residual plots, and QQ plots with 5 assumptions stratified by this data. Satisfied by the data. Okay, so I'm gonna see. I don't. Which one is that asking for? Is it for this one, the math one?
I'm sorry. Is it asking
Was
for the?
for 8? Was it asking for the ones on
The
like
math.
of the math data?
Yes.
Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Why not? Oh, that's Hangout. Hi, everybody. I see you for the first time today. Okay, lessons.
So are you gonna redo the data, or what are you doing?
I'm going to, well, since that data is correct, I'm going to redo our QQ plots off of that data.
Okay,
Because I think that might be where we're having the problems too.
that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
You know what when I was helping determine, I was just saying, if all that stuff is done, then these things are true. You know what I mean? I wasn't
Yeah.
necessarily determining if we did it correctly or not. So I was
Correctly.
probably thinking that's
So
wrong.
once we relook at it, it's gonna have different information now.
Oh, because it's different.
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
did a different thing. Yes.
So it might be easy now looking at
Yeah.
it.
So our y-axis is going to be the score and the x-axis is going to be.
So we were totally wrong on that.
So Beth, do you want to share your screen so we can see?
Yeah.
That's a fun Christmas present to get a missionary home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very fun.
Hard
Okay,
the first
so-
time though when he spends Christmas in the MTC.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
nephew's going today. He's headed out.
Oh wow.
He's going to Peru,
Oh cool.
replacing.
They're switching places, exactly.
Okay, so this
I've got
is
the table
what,
pulled up.
okay, so this is the graph that it gives us now.
So
Okay.
that's not straight.
That's a hot dog shape, which it's supposed to be for the
Yeah.
for that one, for the scatter
Mhm.
plot. Okay. And then, did you do a QQ plot?
No, not yet.
And there's no megaphone shape, so we've got that going for us so far.
How do I do the QQ plot again? I go to
It was.
descriptive statistics.
Mm,
Okay, variables, normal, processing. Okay, there's my P plot. See, it still looks the same.
Okay, but let's go through these things. Okay, so are the points on the QQ plot close to the line?
Am I looking at the detrended normal or the normal? Because the normal one, it says yes.
Normal, this says normal error term, QQ plot of the residuals are
Yeah.
QQ plot are close to the line. Okay, so the normal error term is yes. Constant variance, residual plot, no megaphone shape in the residuals. That's true because we had hot dog shape.
Yeah.
Okay, 4, x's are known constants. Cannot be checked directly. X's should be measured accurately and precisely.
I don't know how to tell that one.
Me neither.
Let's see.
You know what it might be? Number 5, it says observations are independent, can't be checked directly, but then it says knowing the value of one of the y's tells you nothing about any of the other points. Is that true?
I don't know.
I think this question's above my pay grade and I want to ask a tutor.
Yeah.
You know, like this one needs to be discussed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't
And
understand.
it's not like we can find it by chance and then understand it. There's too many options.
Let me try switching stuff. Yeah, it doesn't matter which way I put the data for the QQ plot either, it's still there.
Okay, I think
Should we just
I'm
go?
gonna go to the tutor real quick, and then can I just text you guys, and then Brittany, you can try it
Yeah.
since you haven't submitted yours yet or whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I'll just
Okay.
wait.
All right, do you guys want to meet Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, what time?
Noon.
Perfect.
So one my
Okay.
time? Cool.
And
All
I'll
right.
All right.
just do that quiz or the prep thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wait, and I should get in the next minute, and then Beth, you're gonna stop being live, and you're gonna post this.
Yes, I will right now.
Thanks, ma'am.
Yep, see ya. Have fun. Okay, stop broadcast.